Patrice and Miss Cindy Lou, who is the creator and founder of this space. And we are so glad and so excited that she did, because there's just so much amazing stuff that we do inside this room each and every week, and we are just so glad that you're able to be with us live and also on the replay, because we know everybody has a life. And sometimes life just gets in the way and you just have to come back later and catch the replay. So we are just so thankful that you do. So Miss Patrice, how are things going on your end there, getting all set up?
We are set. I thank you so much for moderating us in. Let me make sure everything looks like everything on my end. Whoop, whoop, there it is. All right, so for those that are brand new to me, what happened to my other screen? Here it is. I'm going through it. I'm trying to, okay, so my YouTube is up, Facebook is up. Now I'm going to just coast because I can't see. So we're multitasking today. For those that may not know what's happening around here, we are truly multitasking. So I'll just introduce myself. My name is Patrice Green. I am not live on Facebook. Please hold on. That's what I was missing.
You are live on Facebook or on YouTube, sorry, and
right.
I can hear you just fine. Yes, you are coming through loud and clear.
This points of being fabulous.
There we go. Let everybody know that if they come up on the stage and they speak, they will be heard at least in your YouTube channel.
Yeah. All right. All right. Now we're set in Facebook, where most of my people reside. All right. And I got this one monitor that wants to ask funky to do. Here we go. All right. So good and great day to you. My name is Patrice Green. I'm the creative conductor here at P&G Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations with making a social media statement with graphics as well as many videos for their products and services. So I just have to come up front and tell you, we have a class next Monday. Starts at 7, I don't know if it's 7 or 7:30. That's so horrible. At 7 p.m. And what we're doing is we'll be doing videos. So we'll be talking about how having a small script in your videos will help you actually take better videos when it comes to being out there online and on social media. And so today I had already created this video. We tried this last week, but I was unfortunately pressed for time, so I couldn't properly do it. So I figured I would come on today and we can work on this together, and we can kind of see exactly what it is that makes a video so important. So there are a few things that you need to know. One, you're looking at our Canva screen. Canva is one of the design softwares that has been made very, very popular by a lot of beginners, and now it has become one of the most used forms of software for design for people that are much more creative than those that are beginners and just using templates. So I've heard it many times, people believing that Canva is not as good as Adobe. You know, it's just for beginners. It's not, you know, it's gotten a lot of downplay. However, if you're very creative and you're open to opening how you use certain elements, meaning different shapes, different sizes, different colors, different pieces of objects and things like that, you would be absolutely surprised how much you can learn and use Canva for, especially if you're a brand new business owner and you're trying to be very conservative to the amount of money you happen to have starting in your business, but you want to have some graphics on your own. Canva is a great way to start. So for those that are watching on YouTube, I will get to you in a minute, but if you're watching on Facebook, there is a link that if you happen to want to have Canva 45 days free, you can go to bit.ly 45 Pro free to try Canva Pro, which I'm using while I'm doing this demonstration for Canva Pro for 45 days for free. Okay, something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you what you see on your screen, as well as I'm going to walk you through a quick tutorial of things that I'm getting ready to do. On the left hand side of the screen where you see all the pictures are, and then you see all these other words that say element, upload, and text, that is actually the command key so that you are able to create the design that you have in your head and bring it to fruition right there in the middle in the canvas. Along the top of the toolbar are other command keys that are very essential to making your design. File, meaning you want to change certain things or you want to change the format. You can resize and do the same thing. But if you have a pro account, that's when you can use the resize. Other than that, it's going to be difficult. To the far right, oh, I'm sorry, let me start right where I am. There's a back and forth button. So there's a do and undo. If you mess up or you lost something that you thought was really great, you can always undo it. It's an auto save that is connected to Canva. So if you had to close your shop up, meaning like your computer very quickly, it's still there on the screen. Or if you happen to go from your screen to your cell phone, all of it is there. The upper right hand corner are several different ways that you can use to transition. You can also use the trash can, how to speed and slow up video, as well as share it to various different places. So we want to welcome you to all of this. We're just going to go over 3 simple things to do. So I've already uploaded this video for the sake of time. I'm sure it's very boring to watch people upload videos. So I wanted to save you that. So here's the video that we did last time, right? I had already recorded this. I did not record.
Hi, I'm Patrice Green.
Sorry. I did not record this inside Canva. I recorded this on OBS. OBS is another free broadcasting system, which I'm actually using to broadcast to Facebook as well as YouTube at the same time so that I'm able to get my message across clearer. We will talk about that in another day. What you see at the bottom is called the lower third, where it says my name and creative conductor. I actually created that in Canva. So don't sleep on the fact that Canva can make pretty cool things. I'm also in the midst of making myself another lower third that will have the animation across the bottom and have it so that you can see all my classes and things like that show up without me having to keep constantly telling you or things like that. That's one of the beauties of video. So with this video, I actually was trying to do an introduction to my business and what I did. So there's markers. This, if you're looking at the bottom of the screen, and hopefully you can see it. Let me see. Let me lift this up some more. You should be able to see it better now if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. What you see is you see a... Thanks, Lise. What you see is you happen to see this bar at the bottom. This is like your editing bar. So it says that this video is 1 minute and 59 seconds long, so basically 2 minutes. So I'm going to turn the volume down on my end because I can't have it that loud. But you can see there's a point where I mess up. And I know where I mess up because I start scratching my... There it is. That scratch. That face. When you know you've messed up. You know you got to do something over. So we're going to get it to the point where my face is reset. And I'm only doing it this way because I know. So if you right click on there, you can split the page. Right? So you can go back to the beginning here and you can do what? Delete it. So then you happen to have from the beginning a new video like that. Or you can do the handy dandy slow and you drag it. Which you grab the left key on the... I can't talk today. The left key on the mouse and you slide it side to side. And then it will eliminate the amount of video you're speaking of. So you want to be able to be in a space where you can actually hear it. I'm going to lower this so that I can hear it and it won't scream inside of the other one.
Hi, my name is Patrice N. Green, and I'm the creative conductor here at PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations with creating eye-catching, scroll-stopping graphics, as well as we make small videos for your products and services so that you can place them on social media or on your webpage.
So we're going to stop there. That's the only part I'm going to use. So I'm going to split the page. I'm going to get rid of all this over here. And so this is now my small video. It is my intro to what I do as a business. Now, say I happen to have had some things that I've already uploaded. And I wanted to use this next panel as something else to actually introduce you to some things that I've created, right? So in the sense of images, I really don't have too much. This is something that I created. This was for a comic book. Okay. We'll do the decorative lounge. These are just some things I happen to have in my thing. I did a certificates class. You know, so if you have a, this is really good for you that happen to have an actual business, and in the sense of your business, you want to give out gift cards and mail them to your customers, but you want to do it yourself. You know, this is from when I was teaching couponing. You can see inside there's coupons in the background. You know, here the business name. I can easily just have this like a PDF or sign it and put the person's name in there, print it off, and send it off. And then here's their discount code at the bottom that they could use so that they have something customized, right? So at that point, that's what we're doing. Let me see. What else do I have? This is a group that I've done some publications for. They're out of Los Angeles, California. And they do a lot of work with children. So we'll just use these as a beginning template as to how a video can work, right? So say you had, that's not going to work with this type of thing. I am so proud of this one right here. This is one of my hearts. So this is one where we have this video. I see me. Let's correct this here. All right, so that's basically where I begin at. So you can do something crafty like this. Use this last plate. Reason why you start with your video first that you need to edit, because it's going to be harder to chop it once it's in the middle. But you can also rearrange all of these templates at the very bottom of the screen. You can rearrange them where you want. So if you want to make this one here, you just pick it up and drop it. See that? So you can always rearrange the pictures, things of that nature. This would actually be like, say, a title page. I'll just use something simple. So we'll just use this one. This used to be, it's still up as mine, but this is basically like my introduction to who I am as a business. So it's in the beginning. Doesn't necessarily have to be 5. It could be 2 seconds long. Okay, so in between here, you see that there's a small plus and a actual couple arrows. Those arrows are what we need to be playing with at this point. These are the transitions. Okay, and the transitions you get a chance to make. Excuse me. You get a chance to make the design do something. Let me show you how. Like dissolve will make it do just like it says. So it'll be like a fade into the next screen, because that's what these are. These are frames and screens that we're using at the very bottom. You can also, if you chose that, do that. If you slide it, now you know exactly what the slide looks like. If you have the circles, line swipes, or you can do a bunch of things. So for this one, we're going to use dissolve, right? This has durations of seconds. It tells you how fast it goes in and out of the transition. The lesson of the number is as slow as it goes. The higher the number is how fast it goes. So please keep that kind of stuff in mind. So I want like a soft dramatic effect. So I'm going to keep it down to a 0.2, right? So we now have the next part of the video where I've introduced myself, and then we're going to the next one. You're more than welcome to switch up your transitions in your videos because it's your video, right? So that's what we'll be doing on this. I am using, there we go. Hi, Janet. Welcome to the room. For those that are just coming in, I apologize. I get so wrapped up into creating, and then I will completely forget. So my name is Patrice Green. I'm the creative conductor at PNG Creates, where I am showing today how to make a video in Canva, doing the editing of a video in Canva, because you can actually use the same editing software in the pro account or the free account. If you need to have the pro account, which I actually love to play in, there's a 45-day free link that I can give you, because usually if you do it outside of the link, it'll only be 30 days. So who couldn't use an extra 15 days to play around, create some great graphics, and every time that I go live, you can do it right along with me, even in the pro. So you can go to bit.ly 45 pro 45 pro free, just so that you're able to actually get a chance to use it. So again, let's go back to the video. So if you're watching, I'm on YouTube and on Facebook. So I appreciate you guys for even showing up and leaving comments and things like that. That's what we're here for. So I'm going to the next frame here. Again, the plus would be to add a page, but we're adding transitions at this point in the video. So I get a chance to show you how to actually have it when you're doing your own video, right? And I'm going to show you, maybe I'm going to get you a little bit about the music, because the music actually adds a nice touch. It becomes a whole editing format that you didn't have to spend any extra money on, because I actually use an actual different editing software for other things. But since we're talking Canva, it's a one-stop shop. Canva is usually $12.99 a month. Again, take advantage of the Pro free while you can, and that'll help you. Oh, Hassan, how are you? Take advantage of the free. Again, we have class on the 20th. If you go to bit.ly, PNG Exchange, all lowercase letters, it will assist you. So imagine we're here, right? Say at the end of my video, it said, and look what we can do, basically, right? So at that point, I would just have my video entrance, and then here in all these other slides for things that I've created, these are actual pictures of of something that's going on, right? Like Lisa has the Can Do University. So say she was making an intro for her business, and Lisa wanted to do, I don't know, show the people that she has helped, in the sense of like being at a conference, the fact that she's had Zoom calls, the fact that she's had one-on-ones, things like that. So she can show those photos inside this video and make it all one long video so that everyone gets a chance to see what's going on. So this is just some of the things that I've created for myself. Like the decorative lounge, this is actually for when I do YouTube, when it's actually just inspirational conversation versus actually designing. Two different items. And then there'll be one for the Decorative Lounge podcast that'll also be on YouTube, and that will have a different, face to it as well. But this is basically just an advertisement to let you guys know I'm going live on YouTube. Or if you need to catch me on some other circuit, here's my info as well. So we're going to go back into the middle. We're going to transition this, and we're going to use, let's see, we did the slide. We did the dissolve. Let's do the circle, right? So we want to make it slower. There we go. So there you go. So you got your slow. I'm going to highlight my circle. I can't hear you, Lisa. Oh, I thought you were speaking. Hi, Kima. Welcome to the room. All right. So at this point, we have the can't talk duration. We just have everything at 2. So we're going to do here the bottom circle duration 2. You can type it in. Me, I'm hard-headed. I like things difficult for some reason. We're just 2, right? All of them are be 2. Let's do a different one. Let's do a slide. You can have it go up. Let's make it go up. Let's be different. And then this one as well. So let's make it go down. So you can have those types of things playing around in your actual video and things like that. So let's just see it play. It's 31 seconds long. I think you guys can master through.
My name is Patrice Green, and I'm the creative conductor here at PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations with creating eye-catching, scroll-stopping graphics, as well as we make small videos.
See, I did it too fast. But you get a chance to see some of the things in movement, right? So that's the end, basically. Now what we'll do is we'll actually add some music to certain points of it. We're adding music. It gives you a little bit of dramaticism to it. I have some audio uploaded, but Canva comes with a bunch of royal-free sounds that you can play from. I'll just pick something that I already have that I like and that I already know what it sounds like instead of doing that. So this is my favorite. Make it here. And I don't want talking over my actual video. And the reason why is because they don't have it quite yet so that you can do a whole adjusting, if you will. When I say that, I mean like there is no, it's not loud, and it's like it's too, like they can fade it in, so it would sound like dun, 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 get loud. Fade out is where it's loud, so it's like da, da, da. So that's just this quick example of how fade in and fade out sound. Adjusting it is the same thing. All you do is you press the adjust button and it starts over. So if I wanted to do it the whole length of the video, it's 31 seconds long. It actually mats here. We can split the audio. Split the audio. We can delete this here, and it's stuck. So now when we play it, even though I chopped this off just a little too much, we can see what it sounds like with music. I need to touch the volume. Volume is over here in the upper right hand corner. We'll do 35. I know it seems like it's long, but it's really not. So now it's the same volume on both sides, right? And in the midst of doing all of this, we're going to see what it actually sounds like. Oh, we're in the wrong spot. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? That's not cute. Hold on. Let's take it from the big screen so those that are watching at home can watch.
Hi, my name is Patrice N. Green, and I'm the creative conductor here at PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations with creating eye-catching, scroll-stopping graphics, as well as...
See? Now you can hear how it didn't have a soft stop. It just kept going very harsh, right? That's when you go back to this one section and you go to audio edit and you fade it in and you fade it out, right? And that's so that when you leave, it doesn't sound very harsh. Same thing with this section, fade in, maybe 2-3 seconds. And then you'll hear the difference now once we start over.
Hi, my name is Patrice N. Green, and I'm the creative conductor here at PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations with creating eye-catching, scroll-stopping graphics, as well as...
Yeah, it doesn't stop quite as hard, but you can hear where there's a difference. It didn't do as well as I would have liked it to. So maybe I need a little bit more on that end. So you can always adjust it. That's the best part of this. All I did was slow it down. I'm still talking and I cut it too soon. But for none of reason, you see where this is actually like this. So this is some of the fun parts you can have for videos. So imagine if you sat there and you taught a class and you was like, hey, I'm using Canva for cutting the class, starting my class. This is what we're going to do. That's one of the great things. So I'll show you a few things that I've worked on just this week alone. This is a lower third. If you're into Canva and you have a video section, this is one of the great things you can do. So this is my lower third, and it's going to be basically a movie. This will have a transparent background. In the midst of having a transparent background, you get to see how some things will be moving, and then I'll fix this part later. So we'll just delete this for the sake of conversation. But this will be what it looks like, and then while I'm going live, this will be on the bottom of the screen, and then you can do stuff like that. So that's the beauty of Canva. So I hope you guys take a chance, take advantage. of the actual Canva class. I also have, if you know, maybe you still want to have the beginner's class, it is still available. I would push it for you. PNG Exchange. All right, so there you go. So that's in there. YouTube is fine. YouTube has its thing going on. So there you go. So I have created something to get you guys have your whistle started on actually I'm reading stuff, I'm sorry. Actually starting your video life. So in a sense of let's talk about it. Let me see. Let me come on camera real quick. Get the people what they're talking about. I'm not dressed, but we gonna work this out anyway. I've had an extremely long day, but I want to give you guys a little FaceTime, little camera action. So let's see. All right, so here I am in all my working glory. I am working today. I have nothing but work to do today, but I wanted to make sure I came on. We do it this way so I can see you guys better. So I am in my working glory. Okay, not everybody looks glorious and glamorous when it's time to design, but I'm gonna explain to you now. Most people that are graphic designers, we sit in the most comfortable of states. You know, this is a no makeup day. I got my glasses on because I've had them on all day and I just ain't take them off. But the beauty of making video is you can actually treat it like you happen to have a whole different persona of a person. Like, if you know anything about Beyonce, when she goes live, she actually is a whole person. Everyone has heard of Sasha Fierce, right? The fact that Sasha is this diva, Sasha is beat to the nines in her makeup, her outfits are tight and things like that. So when I usually show up, because today is not that day, because I still have a lot of work to do, but I wanted to make sure I came on. That's fine. If that's the case, like, why can't we form a persona when we go live so that it encourages us to go live? But like, listen, I keep right here as the female. I keep lipsticks nearby. I have eyeshadows nearby. I even got foundation if needed that's nearby. Something to make myself feel as if I am this person. Because I have to believe in what I am speaking about. And most people like to see what you look like. Right? So I'll give you the best representation of me. This is my best representation. If I put these earrings on, I don't look the same at all. The power of an earring, right? So the earrings add a little something to it. And I become a different individual. There it is. You have a little something. You put a lip gloss on, things like that. The second thing about video is we talk about it on Monday. We'll talk about it. It's actually being a part of... Sorry. I have so many different monitors. I'm trying to check all of them. The fact that there is... when you're doing video, the best thing is to learn, have a script. Have what you want to talk about ready. Today was the 3 keys as to doing video. 1, you can make your video your own. You can make it on YouTube. I'm sorry, you can make it on just your cell phone alone. If you happen to have a webcam, you can sit still and just make the video, right? Forget the errors. You saw that we had a long video that was a minute, almost 2 minutes long, and we chopped it down to 31 seconds, right? And then at 31 seconds, we got a chance to add other things. You got a chance to do some transitions and stuff like that. So the fact that I started with that was I wrote out what I wanted to talk about and what was the premise. At that point, it was just an introduction to who I am as a business owner. The second thing is what I showed you in there, and what you also want to know is how your background looks. If your background is, if your background, you know, be mindful of your background. Like I use a Chinese screen. I also like to do things outside. Outside gives a whole different atmosphere, gives a different love to that, the area that you're in. But change your background. So I'm getting ready to start using green screens more. I'm getting ready to do all kinds of things. Like, I have my studio still being built. So at this point, you use what you have. Don't be upset if you do not happen to have the big curtains and all kinds of other things like that. Use what you have. Just make sure it's clean behind you. And the last part again is making sure that you understand how editing works. Like you saw the blunder where I cut it way too early, and then you're going to have to keep listening to it over and over again until you get it where you need it to be, right? So I would say, if for those that are very nervous about actually creating anything in a video form, just keep talking. Keep talking. Don't edit. Don't stop. Don't keep doing all of that. Just go ahead and talk. Get it out your system. Have a brain fart. Have a whole line of whatever, and just keep talking. And in the midst of your constant talking, you will get something right. You get what I'm saying? Like, practice makes perfect. You can write out the entire script. That's not, that's going to be great. However, if you don't have a little bit of personal flow, if you don't feel confident, it's going to show. Another thing is also managing to understand where your focus point is. Like my camera is up here, but my eyes, are here, and I have an object that I'm focusing on as I speak. So it looks like I'm looking directly into the camera. We're so used to looking at ourselves in the camera when we speak that we completely forget that there's other people watching. So it's not always about us, it's about other people. So when you're making your video, you'll find yourself a focal point. Take a picture if you don't know exactly where, if you're by yourself and you don't have someone to tell you. Take a picture of where your head has to be, and you can use different things I'll tell you about on class on Monday that you can use so that you stay steady in your face and you make sure you're actually in the square and look at yourself that way. Right? So that's just a few things about editing videos and being a part of videos that I love. I have a blast doing it. So yeah, I applaud you guys to go ahead and get your video life moving. Take the first steps. You don't necessarily have to do a TikTok. You don't have to do a reel. Just say an introduction to you and say, my silly kid, say hello to yourself. He's stuck to the bag. My cat is stuck to the. Here, let me help you. Oh, you better now? He got stuck to the bag. Can y'all see the fur? The fur that got ripped off of him. Poor baby. Anyway, so that's my time. I appreciate you guys being a part of today. We are on Clubhouse, Facebook, and YouTube every Tuesday, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Central Standard Time. And I never get Cindy Lou's time frame right. I think she's like maybe almost a day forward. So it's almost Wednesday in her world. So yes, we appreciate you guys for coming in to the Canva Creative Circle. And I bid you guys adieu all over the land. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, because I am here for it. All right, guys, have a good one.